So hello viewers, my name is Harshvardhan Darse. Welcome to the Lazyman Show. So in this video you will get to know that how I cracked Oracle and its complete selection process. So first of all, let me brief you about the company. So I got selected in OFSS, which is a subsidiary of Oracle, that is Oracle Financial Software Service. In this company they help various organizations with the financial services. Also they have software like FlexiCube, which is used in several banks like HDFC banks and several other banks. So let us understand the complete selection process. So welcome back viewers. So let's start. So in order to clear the OFSS, you have to go through 3 rounds. One is written rounds, 2 interview rounds. So as you can see on your screen, there were 5 sections, that is aptitude, contextual communication, logical reasoning, computer technical and computer programming. So this 5 section contains various number of questions accordingly. So I found these questions very hard and it was quite difficult to solve them fastly and manage proper time. So I was in a little doubt that whether I will be able to clear this round or not, and luckily I cleared this round. So next was my interview rounds. So let us move to the interview part. So Oracle sent a mail to selected candidates 4 days before the interview round, and also this interview was conducted on Zoom meetings. So in Oracle interview mail, we are also given a user guide to Zoom meetings and also the tips to clear the Oracle interview. So they clearly mentioned that you need not to worry about high-end technical stuff, just you have to be yourself and also you have to be clear with your core technical concepts. Also they conducted a pre-placement talk before the interview in the morning session, where they were quite friendly and also they guided us to clear the interview rounds, and also they told various things about the company, why you should join, and they cleared all our concepts. So we were ready for the interview and quite excited about it. So there were 2 interviews, basically one was pure technical and second was technical plus HR. So my first interview was technical interview, which was for 20 to 25 minutes. So these interviews were conducted on Zoom meeting, where we all have to enter the Zoom meetings and there were separate rooms for the interview. And in pre-placement talk, they also told that the Zoom server is maintained by Oracle itself. So as soon as I entered the meeting, the interviewer asked me whether you want to join as a programmer or you are interested in business analyst profile. So I said that I am interested in programmer profile. So I guess that was a trick question, because in the later interview part, he told that this interview or this selection process is not conducted for business analyst profile. So my second question was that why you are interested in Oracle and how you can help it. So I explained them clearly that I am quite interested in financial institutions and financial services. So again he said that this is not for business analyst profile. So I explained him that I have studied computer science and I am quite fit for the job, as I have studied computer programming also, and also I am good at my core concepts. So after that he moved to the technical part, where I was given 12 to 14 questions that I have to answer. First of all, he went through my resume, then he noticed HTML, CSS, which I have mentioned in my project. So he asked question about HTML and CSS. So first of all he started with the HTML. So my first question was that explain the difference between div and span. So I explained about the div section, but I was little confused about the span. So now next question he asked from CSS was that explain the difference between padding and margin, and again I was a little bit confused and I explained the answer. So later he corrected me. So after those questions, next questions were from C++. So I was given 2 questions of post increment and pre increment operator. So I made those questions. So after that I was given one SQL questions, where I was given 2 tables and 1 output. So I have to find that which query will give the following output. So this question was from inner join. So I also properly explained him that how the question will be solved. So after the SQL section he came to the Python part, where he asked me to convert a list into tuple. So I made it. So I was asked few more questions from the technical part. So let me summarize this interview, that he asked the technical questions only, and also he went through my resume, picked up the topics that I knew and then asked questions on it. So after he asked all the questions, he said that you have answered almost all the questions, go and wait in the meeting room. So here my first technical round was completed. Now after some time I was called for the next round, which was technical plus HR round. It was for 20 to 25 minutes. Now the first question that was asked to me was to introduce myself, where I introduced myself. So my second question was from operator overloading, where I explained about it. So then he asked that whether you will be able to make the code in C++ or not. So I explained that currently I am working on Python, and at the instant moment I will not be able to properly make the operator overloading code. So that was my mistake, that I mentioned C++ in my resume, as I am not comfortable in making code instantly. So my Python question was from file handling, where I have to read a file and also tell how much letters are there in those files. So it was a 2-line code. I explained the code, and I also explained that what are the other ways that this question could be solved. So after this, he asked me that what have you studied in your 7th semester. So I told him that I have studied cryptography and cybersecurity along with big data and software architecture. So then he asked questions about the cryptography part, that where does the encryption and decryption happens, whether it happens in the computer or either at the server level. So now after that part, he asked me that which cryptography tools have you used. So I explained that I have used keyloggers, and also I have used Wireshark to track the network packages. Then after that, he asked me question from the big data, as I mentioned that I have studied in my 7th semester. So he asked me that what is big data and how it is managed, and what tools you are used to manage the big data. So I explained what is big data, then about the SDFS. So I told that Hadoop is one of the tools that is used to manage the big data, and it works on the master slave architecture. So again he asked me to explain about the master slave architecture. So I explained all these questions. So after that, he told me that he was checking that whatever you have written in your resume, whether you know or not. So after the technical part, he went to the HR round, where the first question was that tell me about your college. So I told about my college, and I also told various things about the academic part, that college is very helpful in academics, and also it has a startup incubation center, and also it has a IMEC lab, and also our college helps us a lot in research and patent facilities. So after I answered this question, he said that if someone would have asked me about my college life, so I would have told various things, that about the bunking the college, our canteen stuff, then about various functions that I had in our college, to which I replied that our college is purely academic. So after that, he smiled a little and moved to the next section. Then he asked me about my hobbies. So as you might see how I mentioned my hobbies in my resume. So this is all I have mentioned. So this is the pictorial form of my hobbies that I have mentioned in my resume. So he asked me about why you have mentioned the bull. So I told him that this is a representation of share market and also economy. So then he asked me few questions about the share market and economics perspective. Then he asked me about the bull and bear cycles, to which I explained them. So then he asked me that whenever the economy grows, why it is represented by the bull phase. So I explained him that bull attacks in the upward direction from his horns. So therefore the economic upside trend is represented by the bull. So after that, he asked me about the bear phase also. So bear representation was also for the attacking position of the bear, but I was not quite sure about it. So I told him that I am not sure about it and I will research about it. So along with it, he asked me that why you are so interested in financial stream. So I explained him that the economy is going digital, and also there are a lot of transactions that are happening, which excites me a lot. So I explained him that how finances shapes our life, and there are various impacts that are being created due to these transactions. So after that, he asked question from chess, that tell me the name of the player who has defeated Magnus Carlsen recently. So I told him that currently I am unable to remember the name, but it has made the headlines. So let me give the answer to the question that who defeated Magnus Carlsen. So he is Ramesh Babu Praganananda. He is a 16-year-old kid, and so he defeated Magnus Carlsen in the middle of the night during a rapid online tournament. So that was quite interesting in the world of chess. So after that, he asked one logical question. So he asked me that whether you know what is a tractor. So I said yes. So he said that Mahindra and Mahindra is one company that makes the tractor. Do you know any other company? So I told him that Eicher also makes a tractor. So he asked me that weight on which tire will be more. So I answered that weight on the back tire will be more. So therefore it is made big, so it can handle the weight of a tractor. So after that, he asked me that which tire will wear and tear first. So I told him that back tire would wear out first, as in the fields all the weight is put on the back tires, and also it has to pull the trolley also. So he said that suppose the tractor is being used on the roads, then what would be your answer? Like you have to go from Bhopal to your hometown. So again I answered that back tire would be the answer, but then he asked the question that which tire would revolve fast, then also gave me a hint about the friction. So then I understood that first tire would wear out first, as more friction will be applied. So then he asked that what if you are sent to Chennai, and that too with support project. So how would you encounter the language issues? So as he told me that Hindi doesn't work there, and also very few people know English, to which I answered that definitely there will be few problems, but with time I have to learn the language. And then he asked about the food part, that how will you manage the fooding stuff, as you will not get poha and stuff that you eat here. So I have told him that I like the South Indian food, so I would be able to somewhat manage. So after that, he asked me that what if we asked you to work for late nights, then would you be able to work? So he also told that do not lie in your answer, because this video is being recorded. So I answered that I would be able to work, as I am fresher and I do not have much responsibilities to handle. But he knew that there is a problem for North Indians to adjust in Chennai. So after that he asked whether do you have any questions or not. So I asked few questions to which he answered very nicely. Then after that this interview was completed. So 2 days later I got the mail that finally I was selected for the Oracle. So if I summarize the Oracle selection process, so it was very fast paced, and also they have given more weightage to the personality side, and you have to be genuine while answering each and every questions, and also you have to be cleared with your core technical knowledge that you have mentioned in your resume and that you have studied in your semesters. So again, the Oracle interviews were one of the amazing interviews that I went through. I hope this video was quite informative for you. So if this video was helpful, kindly like, share and subscribe the Lazy Man Show.